That situation between Lebanon and Israel. We're joined now by Sami Nader. He's the director of the Levant Institute for Strategic Affairs and is in Beirut. Thanks as always, Sami, for speaking to us. What do you make of the timing?
Thank you, Yasmina, for having me.
It's good to speak to you as always, but what do you think of the timing of these rocket strikes that are coming from Lebanon? There hasn't been any claim from Hezbollah that they are responsible for these strikes, but why now at such a fragile time in this ongoing ceasefire?
In fact, since day one, since the ceasefire agreement has been signed, the situation was very tense. And this is to tell how much fragile is the ceasefire agreement. Because on one hand, Hezbollah has not been totally demilitarized. This is on one hand. On the other, Israel is still occupying territories in Lebanon, like 5 outposts in the Lebanese territory, which is in contradiction with the UN Resolution 1701, which is the reference of the ceasefire agreement. But today, maybe it's changing is the rising tension between Israel and Iran and between US and Iran. The Trump administration has been giving Iran 2 months to reach a deal for the nuclear issue, or it may retaliate to military action. And for now, then, the Lebanon territory has been used as a bargaining chip from Iran to pressure Israel and indirectly pressure the US. So the total geopolitical situation is really tense. And if we add what's happening in Syria, which is not find a stable regime, this is putting tension as well. And we have seen the clashes between Syrian and the Lebanese borders 48 hours ago. So in a nutshell, the whole geopolitical situation is still very fragile, and the ceasefire agreement that has been signed between Israel and Lebanon is still very shaky, while the government has been just put in place for like 1 month now. And the Lebanese army, according to the US observer, has been doing a good job, but still Hezbollah has not been fully demilitarized yet. And when
Sami,
we're talking about demilitarizing Hezbollah, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt there. You mentioned there the Lebanese government that's only been in place for a month now. But if there is any sort of renewed fighting with Israel, this would surely also affect that new government and their ability to govern at a time where Lebanon really needs stability, especially for its economy, for its politics, and for the region.
This is a very good question, because this put the Lebanese government and all Lebanon in a very tough position, because Hezbollah has agreed on a ceasefire that is not in its favor. It's not a balanced ceasefire when it comes to the balance of power. However, I mean, this government has been formed on a different basis than the other. It doesn't give a veto power to Hezbollah or its that like it used to be in the past. Yesterday, the Prime Minister has once again said that this trilogy, which is resistance, state, and people, which used to be the slogan of Hezbollah, is something of the past. Today, the Prime Minister has called the UN representative, urging them to put pressure on Israel to withdraw from Lebanon, because as far as Israel is occupying Lebanon, this is feeding the narrative of Hezbollah. And on the other hand, he called the Minister of Defense, urging him as well to make sure that the only military power in place establishing its authority in the south should be the Lebanese army.
Thank you very much, as always, for your analysis. Sami Nader there in Lebanon's capital, Beirut.
My pleasure, Yasmina. Thank you.